Here already, Zara. You're quick. Good morning, everyone. My name is Douglas Greenwood. I'm a contributing editor here at ID. Yeah, depending on where you are in the world, it might be 11 a.m. or the crack of dawn or the day's already started. Nothing is certain, apart from one thing, and that's that I highly doubt you're currently having a conversation with Swedish pop supreme Zara Larsson. Why do I know that? Because very shortly she will be here having a conversation with all of us. Um, yeah, Zara Larsson is arguably Swedish pop's greatest export since her Lord and Saviour Robin, and since she broke out internationally in 2015 with So Good, a record that contains some of the sexiest songs, I swear to God, we've ever heard in our lives. Zara's been a mega force in the pop game, churning out bangers at a time when most artists settle for bops. But after teasing us with a few tracks over the past year or so, tracks that have earned her platinum and gold certifications, she is poised and ready to return with a brand new body of work. Yet the second coming of Zara Larsson starts tomorrow with the release of her new song Love Me Land, which is, I cannot lie to you, one of the slickest and strongest pop songs I've heard in 2020 so far, and it's been a year, as we know. So yeah, without further ado, hopefully we're going to welcome Zara into the chat. Let's see. She's here. I have to say, it's so rare for someone to be so prompt. Zara, where are you? Are you in the chat? Here she is. Waiting. Waiting.
Good morning.
What's up?
Hi.
Hi, Zara. How are you?
I'm good.
Are you
Before
frozen?
joining you, I was like, oh.
You got the little, you got the little intro.
Yeah, love that. How
Yeah,
are
you're
you?
very. Yeah, I'm very, very good. It's good to chat to you. Are you? You're in Stockholm. You're in Sweden
Yeah, I'm
still,
just at
right?
home.
Nice.
Currently, it's very
Yeah.
nice. It's very
How
nice.
how are you feeling right now?
I feel great. I feel a little nervous because, it was a while ago that I released. Well, I did the track with Kygo, but that wasn't my track. So it was a while ago that I released a song that's like from my project. And I just want everyone to listen and see it because it just hits you right in the face. Like at least it did for me. Just the song, it's just an instant like, oh, that's how I feel. How about
Yeah.
you? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm great. And that is exactly how I felt about this song as well. I mean, the first question I had for you was, can you tell me at what point you knew you had a banger on your hands with this song? Because it is so fucking good.
Literally after sometimes I get that. Like I got that same feeling with Never Forget You when I wrote that. But that was also my first ever song that I wrote. So I was like, I don't know if I'm buzzing because it's my first song. Is the song really good? But it was the same feeling. I remember that feeling walking home from the studio, having like the bounce so I could listen to it, not like perfectly mixed, but still like good, And I was just like, hell yeah, like this is the shit. And it was funny enough, this is like the last it was the last session that we ever, not ever, but that we did before the lockdown because I was in LA. And then the day after, we was about to be in for a few more days, me and Justin and Julia, and then everything just shut down. So I'm so happy we got to that song. It just kind of felt like it was meant to be in a way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has it been strange, sort of, I guess, like you said, this song came from the last session before this all happened, and I
hmm
guess the sort of the fine tuning of everything has been happening
Yeah.
remotely. Has it been strange to sort of wrap everything up in this setting for you?
A little bit, but I'm also in a very unique position being in Stockholm. I mean, we are like the only country in the world that feels like not shutting everything down.
Mm.
So it feels weird like reading the headlines and then everyone just goes on about their day like nothing is happening. But I am just spending time at home with my family, with my friends, and I never really get to do that. Like I'm home for 2 weeks tops. So the fact that I've been home for 3 months is like wild to me. And I'm also very happy that I'm able to just, you know, I don't, it was kind of sad with the touring, but also, like I said, I'm like, thank God in a way, because it was 3 years ago I released my album, which would make it my fourth year touring that fucking album. And I was like, gosh, like my fans are like, we've seen this now, you know. So I'm very excited for next summer when I'll have my new album out. So at least, you know, I'm just trying to see the good in things, I guess. But
Yeah,
I'm chilling over here. It's really nice to just be able to like not feel guilty about um watching everything on Netflix.
yeah. Well, that was actually one of your fans had sent a question over. It was a stan account, mylove.zara. Have you had any book or movie recommendations that you could sort of
I would
recommend to everyone?
say I started watching on HBO. It's called I May Destroy You by
Amazing.
Michaela Cole. That's her name,
Yep.
right? Cole, yeah.
Yeah.
Michaela Cole, genius. She also did Chewing Gum, and she wrote this one too. And it's just very like spot on. It touches very important subjects that I feel like we should all talk about. And then I really like Ozark. I got into that, and I was like, so good. Kind of dark, you know, a little criminal, like cartel, drugs, pew pew. But I thought that was nice a lot. I thought it was really nice. Movies. Oh, The Hole on Netflix.
Oh, I don't even think I've seen this yet. What's the
It
situation with
was
this?
wild. What is it's Spanish?
Okay. Is your connection okay? I'm
Oh,
trying to make sure
yo,
that we can all hear
no.
you.
Oh, oh. So I'm not gonna tell. I can't speak. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the like you say, you've worked with Julia Michaels and Justin Tranter on this record, and have had sessions with Uzo, MNEK as well. What is the sort of overall studio slash writing experience of this record been like?
Um, the overall rating, I mean, I've had such a good time, and I feel like the majority of the people that I work with on this album, if not everyone, I've worked with before. So it's like so nice to see some familiar faces and to just be um, comfortable and confident because I would say I'm a writer, but I'm like I'm not on Uzo's or Justin or Julia's level. Like I'm just not. So for me to open up a bit and you know say what I feel and what I really think, I just want to feel comfortable and confident. And the people I worked with are I don't know when you know them, it's just you can just express yourself a bit more how you want. So it's been so good, and I've just basically sometimes it's a therapy session, and sometimes you're just having fun with it and you're being stupid. But it's all like it's such an amazing thing just to like create with people. It could be whatever. Like you can do a little like sometimes me and my friends we do this thing where we're like okay we're gonna come up with a play or it's sketch, so we split up in like different teams and then we're like okay 30 minutes and then we're gonna like play it out for each other just for a fun thing. And when you create whatever like those little sketches, if you paint together, if you write music, if you make a dance, if you do like play with clay, whatever, you do something with someone, that is such a special like human connection. I don't know what it is, but you just really I don't know get in touch with each other. It's such a beautiful thing, and I'm really happy I got to share those experience with not only amazing writers but really good people too.
Mm. Yeah. Do you feel like do you feel like there's sort of like a different overall like vibe to this record compared to the first one? Do you feel like do you feel like there's been an evolution in within yourself?
I I I mean I hope so. Maybe lyrically my singing got better, you know, the older I get, or I got more control over my voice. But to be honest, I haven't actively been thinking about creating like a new era or like what's going to be like a new sound or something that I thought about this the other day and I was like, oh, I feel so stressed when people have these like amazing analogies or like, oh, this is what I thought, this is the red thread of my album is just a collection of bangers and bops and it's not much harder than that. Like that's about it. And it's
Sometimes
inspired by
that's all you
my,
need.
it's, you know, it's not
Yeah.
deeper than that. And it's inspired by my life of now, like my falling in love, falling out of love, being with friends, having growing up. Like I'm not a teenager anymore, I'm a young woman, and just being able to like own that a bit. But I think it will be able to, it will be easier to tell for like people who like my music, maybe like for the fans, I don't know. But
Mhm.
for me, did I actively do anything? No, no. So hopefully, if you like So Good, you will enjoy this next album. It definitely has some pulse. It's very dancey, but then I also love ballads and
Yeah.
heartfelt emotions. So it's a mix of everything.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Love Me Lad more. If the song was to say like grow legs and eyes and a brain and start moving about, what creature do you think it would most likely resemble?
Oh my gosh. Um. Wow, that's a really good question. Either like something translucent. No, like like the little things in like the little things in the ocean that lights up. Sometimes it's like when waves are crashing, so it's like a phenomenon. I don't know. It will be
It's like
that.
bioluminescence.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe like an owl, because they have really long legs. Did you know that? Have you seen an
Owls have
owl?
really long legs.
Yeah, Google an owl standing up after this, and you'll be shook.
I thought
They're
they were
like
always standing
sexy. They have
up.
like sexy legs. They're like, hi, they're strutting.
This
So,
is like this is
yeah.
like I mean, this, what made you want to sort of? At what point did you know this was going to be the song that you'd sort of kick everything off with, like restart everything with? Because
Honestly,
it is like
kind of
an
immediately.
immediately.
Yeah, kind of immediately. Like after I wrote it, I was just like, yep, this is it. This is gonna be the single. And that's how I felt with all of my songs that have been doing well for me. And that feels really, really good because not only do I think it's a really good song, but like if anyone else, I mean, my job, what I do is to basically like get validation from others. If other people didn't like me or like my singing or anything, I wouldn't like be able to live. I would have to find another job. But at
Mm.
least it feels really nice knowing that I am so proud of it. And that's also like one of the biggest thing, of course. I'm so proud of what this track is sounding like and what it looks like. So also like I just feel good. I don't know, like whenever like Uncover felt that way, Never Forget You felt that way, Symphony felt that way. Like it just feels really good, and I don't overthink stuff. Sometimes like I don't know why I like a new song that comes out. I just do. When I hear something on the radio and it speaks to me, it's just like that's a banger. I don't really know why, because sometimes it just hits you. And I don't really feel like I know there's books and stuff on this. There's like books on what a perfect pop song is or like how you write. There's maths to it and everything. And I'm sure there is a big science, but also it just gotta hit you. And that's unexplainable, I feel like.
Mm. Yeah,
What that
yeah. No,
is.
I think sometimes it feels like it's sort of like serendipitous. It just like sometimes songs just like make you feel that way, and
Yeah.
it's really inexplicable, I guess.
And I feel like it
Um,
has everything that I want it to have. Like it's kind of fun and up tempo. It has a really fun verse. I was very inspired by ABBA when I did it. Because one of my favorite songs from them is "Lay don't go wasting your emotions, lay all your love on me." And it's so sexy that that's the chorus and that's
yeah.
it. Like that's the chorus. And then the harmonies and like the build up and the verses are really melodic and takes you there, but the chorus is so simple, and I was like, I want to do something like that. So it's kind of the opposite for what a normal pop song usually is like, because they usually have like the big choruses, like all the time. It has that. It's just like a let's go, and this one is like, haha, no, it's not. And also the verses, they're kind of like disco, but really like I don't know. I just love to sing it. I can also prove that I can sing. Like it's not just it's definitely not monotonous. Do you sing
You do that. You
monotonous
do
or
that. You do that from the first, literally from the first line of the song. You
literally?
prove yourself. It's so good. And then
Exactly.
you're talking there about ABBA and sort of like disco and like the stri like this. There's strings in this, and it is like every time when a new element of this song hits, you're just
Yeah.
like
I want like ABBA, but like on acid. That's
ABBA
how.
on
That's
acid.
that's how I like tell people in the session. I'm like, let's do ABBA on drugs, like a modern ABBA on drugs.